Podnas with Face, Pat, and Tiz.
Let me get on into this Umar weekly update. And it's been some fuckery, as Pat would say, definitely going on with this guy. So he's back on IG Live again, which is good for me because I get to see all this nonsense and report it to y'all. But basically, he dropped the first live of the week. He was back at the FDMG Academy, which is good because he hasn't been there since like before January, like sometime in December or something like that. So he was back there, and he was outside in a hoodie in the dead of winter in the middle of this ice storm and snowstorm all across the country in Wilmington, Delaware, shoveling snow with one hand in a hoodie and them damn jeans that he's had on since 2014 in the St. Paul's video. Them jeans are still there. Hashtag freedom jeans. We not gonna let go of this, the real victim of the FDMG scandal. Please, freedom jeans. Freedom damn jeans. But he's out there in these jeans and they sagging off his hind parts. And he's out there shoveling snow with a dirt shovel with one hand while he goes on Instagram Live and starts asking for his donations like always. Then he goes into the school where he then writes on a whiteboard for a good 30, 40 minutes as he talks about his plans for opening the school. Now, most of what he said is exactly verbatim, damn near, what he talked about in that intro video we had on the baggy suit with the Bobby Brown shoes, and he was walking through the building when he first acquired it or whatever. Right. Every little step he has not taken toward opening this damn school. So he's in here and he's writing on the whiteboard and he's talking about the classes he gonna have. Talking about he gonna have military science and all of this shit. Then he goes into a long rant about the people he wants to hire at the school. So for one, the people he wants to hire, they have to go through 3 damn interviews to work at this school that will never open. He never talks about how the staff will end up getting paid. And when somebody asked in the IG Live or on the Facebook Live, I don't even know which phone he was looking at this point because he always does it with both phones so you never know which one he actually talking to. So he goes at the person and starts saying, well, you ain't got to worry about what they're going to get paid because you ain't going to work here. He then talks about all of the people who would never be allowed at the school. He says, you know, people from certain communities will never be allowed at the school. People from the ADOS community or the FBA, which is like the Foundation of Black Americans, which is like Tariq Nasheed's group. Like all of these people would never be allowed in his school because they are haters. And then he goes into talking about how he doesn't want his staff to, you know, there will be no staff having sex with the parents or each other or none of that. Then this Negro says, and I will be trying to not have sex with the parents. Now you opening an all-black school for black boys. And now you basically on IG Live before the school ever even has a whiff of getting open. You're talking about having sex with these boys' mamas. What kind of shit? What kind of principle? Oh, and then on top of fucking the parents was what he wants to do. He also says that all of the teachers gonna have to sign a non-disclosure agreement or confidentiality agreement to work at the school. So you can't even talk about the bullshit that he does on a regular basis of what you see once you work. If this shit don't sound like some old, I'm trying to make my own brothel and I'm gonna be beating your kids up in the black room while I have sex with your mama in my office type weird old cult Jim Jones, David Koresh.
That's what I'm about to say.
Women. Like this is some old
Jim Jones.
Like
he Jim Jones.
Let me sex all of your mamas while me and the men staff go punch you in the chest in the black room if you say anything about it. And then the staff can't say nothing because they done signed a confidentiality agreement. I've never heard no stuff like this. This is like an all-time new low for this dude who I didn't think could stoop no lower.
Shit.
And he then sitting there with these long overdue in buying a new pair of jeans, these boot-cut bandit jeans, these Lee dungarees from back in the 1864. I've been working on the railroad, John Henry jeans. He's sitting there in these jeans as they sag off of his ass and his dirty drawers are showing, talking about screwing these children's mama. That was the first live of the week. That same day, he then goes to out to eat, as always, because, you know, once he leaves the school and he finished, you know, beaming up, turning the heat down, he hungry, so now he got to go find somewhere to eat. So he goes to the Drop Squad kitchen. He sits there on Instagram Live listening to the lady at Drop Squad kitchen talking while he keeps begging for cash apps until I guess he finally got enough money to pay for his lunch. So then he finally logs off. Then he is on live again in a parking lot of some shopping center or something, walking through it, talking about some whoop, 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 making these weird whooping noises, like some kind of like King Kong maiden call. I don't know what the hell was happening as he then begs for more cash apps. Now, this is all the first day back on IG Live after we haven't seen him in a minute. Now he goes into the next one I saw was he did a telethon the other night for 2 hours where he talked about random shit that he's already said. I'm going to keep reminding people, this is a scholar who has repeated the same information for the past going on 12, 13 years now, the exact same information. Nothing new, nothing added, nothing remixed. It's the same exact wording, same phrasing, all of it. He does a telethon where he goes over the same information and begs for cash apps and then shouts out people by as they send in their cash app. Told one lady because she sent in $1, next time, send me 2. What kind of fundraising is this? And a telethon usually has acts, some type of performance, some type of other stuff other than the man that's always asking for money, just sitting on IG Live for instead of 1 hour this time, 2, as he begs for cash apps. Then today, this Negro did an IG Live where he said that all learning disabilities are man-made. And somebody in the chat, I guess, said, how is that man-made? That's not true. I said it wasn't true, but I knew he wasn't talking to me because he was looking at the other phone. So I guess somebody on Facebook called him out on it. This fool then says that if learning disabilities are not man-made, then what seed or plant do they grow from? What tree do they bloom off of? I said, what the fuck is this?
Is he trying to be deep?
Dude, a learning disability growing on a tree? Negro, that's genetics and like how your brain is wired. That has nothing to do with a fucking tree or a seed. And this is a scholar, quote unquote. I was too done.
Now, the most requested.
Now I can agree with him that ADHD may be maybe like something that people came up with. It may not be necessarily a real like disability or something. Okay, I'll go with you on that. On certain maybe. But people got dyslexia. People got autism. People got other forms of learning disabilities other than just ADHD. Like to say a blanket of a whole swab of our country who like goes through these disabilities and they fight through them and they deal with them are not actually learning disabled. They are lazy and they come from bad parents. At this point with Umar, man, I am at the point, I don't know where to go anymore. Like, if you are still in 2021, when we got Google and encyclopedias and we got damn near every type of information you want to find out there, and you still are listening to this dude like, oh yeah, he gonna be a good principal to open a school. Let's give our money to him. He's gonna be the one that got a good plan. I don't know what else to fucking say to you. This is what you want to send your children to, supporters of Umar. Now I can deal. Go ahead. What you say, Face?
That nigga crazy as fuck.
You hear me? Like, I can deal with the supporters that be like, hey, you know, I just like to listen to him talk. He makes me feel good. Cool. I respect that. But I'm talking to the supporters of this school. I'm going to stay on the school. I'm going to stay on topic. This school should not ever open. If he is anywhere near involved with it, it will not ever open because not one financial plan has come through. He has no plan for anything. Not one renovation is made. He keep talking about the renovations are being made and got the nerve to talk about his contractors was pulling up the other day. No, they weren't. That's why the school still looks the exact same 2 years later. Actually worse in certain parts because now you have a shit lake in the gym that you can't get rid of. Oh. People, if you still believe in him, man, please wake the fuck up. Just admit what it is. You like him to talk to you, and he needs to admit what it is. He just likes to talk, and y'all stay together, and you donate to that. But do not donate to this man thinking a school is going to happen. It is not going to come to fruition. He is literally showing you and telling you in his IG lives every day why it won't. He just wants to have a place where he can screw single mothers, talk bad about their kids, and blame the mothers that he wants to screw for the child having an issue, and keep spewing the same bullshit that he spewed for all these years. And he still has not let go of them fucking jeans. Free them damn jeans. They don't deserve to be here. They have sat on the back of your buffalo ass for long enough. I'm sorry, man. Them damn jeans is bothering me. Free them damn jeans, Umar. Well, free them damn jeans. I will not get off of your ass on them jeans. You won't get them jeans off your ass, so I'm going to stay on your ass. Back Pockets on the Buffalo, the tell-all book from the jeans is coming out in March. Be on the lookout for it. It'll be out around the same time as the school comes out.
He got creep vibes, man. This mad creep vibe.
He is a sexual predator that only wants to get high, hang out with his buddies at the school. Let me stop calling the school. He want to hang out with his buddies at the former Moyer Academy school that used to be a school. Get high, go eat, have everybody else pay for it, and then repeat himself so he can get more people to pay for it. Like,
fat bum.
I can't, man. Wake up, people. Like, people who are donating to the school, please stop. Like, you are wasting your money. I've donated. Countless people have donated, and you're not going to get anything that you're paying for. If you want to buy his pamphlet that he called a book, that's your right. You go ahead and pay your money on that. You got the right to buy whatever you want to buy. But do not keep selling yourself short and buying into this school thing. The school is not going to happen. Umar is a content creator. He makes videos because he wants to be seen and and get attention. And he is a person that wants you to donate to him. He is no different than any other YouTuber that's out here that gets super chats or PayPals or they have cash apps, or he's no different than any other social media influencer that gets paid to just sit online. Like, that's what he is. Let's call it what it is. You will never see him at FDMG Academy because it will not open. Please, people, wake the fuck up.
Open your eyes, people.
Please, my people. Please, my people. We got to be smarter than this shit.
If he can't afford a new pair of jeans, he shouldn't. He can't afford a school. Like,
my thing is, he could afford a school if he wasn't using the money for his own lifestyle and to fuel his alleged drug habit. Like, everything he does, it's not contradicting the stuff that people say about him, man. It's not. Like, you out here looking fiendish. Forehead dry. Where your shea butter? Hair got lint in it at the damn. Like, come on, bro.
You can't be pro-black.
Drawers dirty, pants hanging off your ass.
No shea
like,
butter.
Don't nobody be like, why are you saying?
That's a requirement.
Yes, talking about you want to. Like, you're in the middle of the dead winter with just a hoodie on.
You gotta set a good
this
example,
is fiend
brother.
behavior.
You gotta set a positive example if you want to try to lead, brother. You can't lead by being a crackhead. No one follows a crackhead.
Allegedly.
And I'm not even calling you that because of your alleged drug behavior. I'm calling you that because of your actions. You got crackhead behavior.
Very crackish. It's real
fiendish.
crackish.
Very crackish, brother. Very crackish. Now, once again, I'm not calling you a crackhead. I'm saying
Do you
your
smoke
behavior.
crack, Sam?
But you do the behaviors and do the actions of a crackhead. You move like one. You are wearing a crackhead's uniform.
Especially with them jeans.
Shit don't. At this point, somebody need to take him on that roof and wake him the fuck up. Like, do you want to jump, Umar? That's what you're doing. You're killing yourself.
And he gonna be like, jumping was made by man. Jumping don't grow on trees.
Like, what? That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard him say. And I've heard him say some dumb shit over the past few years. But that shit took the cake. When I heard him say, what do you mean it's not man-made? What tree does it grow on? What seed does it come from? Negro? Are you sure you a psychologist? Like, this is why people be questioning your credentials. Like, you out here talking crazy.
I can tell you what seed it comes from. Semen.
Yep.
What seed does it come from?
The spermatozoa, sir. That's usually how that works. In the ovum, they usually mix. And then, when the mixing don't go too well, sometimes, you have defect. Or, sometimes it may be where the neurons was firing, it just changed up and went a different way real quick. But for you to be a psychologist and not know how learning disabilities work, and you claim to be an expert on learning disabilities, I'm like, what the fuck?
See,
you just told her. Go ahead.
He couldn't figure that part out of psychology, so that's why he said it doesn't exist. Or he couldn't think of nothing else to respond to, and that's when the drugs start kicking in. What seed does it come from? Donations.
I'm gonna go with answer C. That sounds very reasonable. Survey says detected here.
Shit. Moving on.
That is my Umar weekly update.
Umar.
I'm glad we have these every week. I'm really glad we have these every week.
Oh man.
I hope Umar keeps on giving you stuff to talk about because he's just so entertaining. He doesn't mean to be, but he's very entertaining.
He's the gift that keeps on giving, man. Like every time I think, well, hey, maybe he's finally wised up and he ain't gonna give me no more content. Nope, here he comes.
Nah, I don't go like that.
I'm ready again with some dumb.